Hello everyone! In this video I'll show you how to create a simple leveling system in Unity, perfect for adventure games or any project you need player progression. Let's get started! We are gonna make a new project. I'm gonna name my project something like leveling system. And it's gonna be a 3D built-in learning pipeline project. So let's hit create. So inside Unity, we are gonna make a new empty object, and we're gonna call that Game Manager. We are gonna reset the transform of that Game Manager, and we are gonna make a new script called Leveling Manager. After that, we're gonna open the script. Inside this script, we'll handle XP gain, leveling up, and updating the UI. So, let's start off by deleting those two and deleting the update function. So we're gonna start with a header that's called levels. And under this header, we're gonna make a serialized field. A variable of type int that's gonna be called current level. Another serialized field of type float that's gonna be called current XP. And finally, another serialized field of type float, and it's gonna be called XP to next level. Great, now that we have this, we need to make an awake function. And inside of here, we'll make this script an instance. So we're gonna say public static, the name of the script, so leveling manager, instance. And by doing this, we'll be able to access the script from other scripts without needing to reference it. So we're gonna say if instance is null, basically if it doesn't exist, then make this an instance. This script, this object, this game manager is gonna be the instance basically. Else, if it already exists, so for example, if you load the scene and the object is in that scene, it's gonna load twice, but we only need to have it once. So we're gonna say to destroy the other game object. Basically, great. And after that, I'm gonna make a new header. So let's go. Header. It's gonna be called settings. And inside this header, we're gonna have three serialized fields. One is gonna be the slider that we are gonna use for the effect. The next serialized field will be a float, and we're gonna call it slider effect duration. And lastly, we are gonna say serialized field animation curve, and we're gonna say XP curve. Now, after we do this, we're gonna head back to Unity, and inside here, on the XP curve, we are gonna put a simple curve like this. You select this curve right here. So after that, we're gonna go to the top part and click left click edit key, and on the time we're gonna set 99, and on the value I'm gonna set 100,000. So what this does is gonna make it crazy, and you press F and you focus on it. And now that I've focused, as you can see, it's the same thing as before, but right now the time represents the levels and the value, the XP needed to reach that level. So you can play around with this as much as you want. So after we make the XP curve, we're gonna go and right click, go to UI, go to slider, let's name it leveling slider. After that, I'm gonna open the leveling slider and go to the handle slide area and delete it. We're gonna go to the fill area, we're gonna open this. And after we do that, I'm gonna click on leveling slider, press F, press 2D so we can see it better, click on direct transform and press Alt and left click in the middle and press F again in order to zoom in. Alright, now that we can see our UI, I'm gonna go to fill area, click on direct transform and click Alt and stretch. As you can see, this will break it a little, but we'll fix it. Click on the fill, click on direct transform, press Alt, and then press on the bottom right side corner left click. So now it fills out perfectly. So as you can see right now, if I change the value, it changes how it should. So let's go and change in the fill area. Let's go and change the background to something like darker and the fill to something like yellow, for example, or green. Let's make it green. Alright, after we do this, we are gonna go inside Game Manager, open it up again, and we're gonna need to make some new functions. So let's start by making those new functions. The first function is gonna be called addXP. And we want it to be public because we want to reference it from other scripts, so we can call it from other scripts. Inside the parameters, we're gonna make float XP, and we're gonna say that current XP plus equals XP. Alright, great. And after that, we're gonna check for a new level. Check for level up. This is gonna be a function we're gonna make. It's gonna be a private function because we don't need to call it from other scripts. If you ever need to call it from another script, you can just put public. So private void check for level up. And inside here, we're gonna need a float XP. So we're gonna pass current XP here. Current XP. Alright. And after that, we're gonna say if this XP is bigger or equal to the XP to level up. So XP to next level, we are gonna increase our level. So current level plus plus, and we're gonna say that the current XP is minus equals the XP to next level, and that XP to next level is XP curve that evaluate current level. And we're gonna call again the check for level up. And why do we do this? It's very simple. Sorry, current XP. So we run this once. It checks if our XP is bigger than XP to next level. and it increases our level. But for example, if I gain 1000 XP and I need 200 XP to level up, then the problem with this logic would be that I level up, but it doesn't stack again, because I could level up again, right? So by calling this function again, this ensures that it will run and it will level me up until I can no longer go into this code. Alright, since we did this, we're gonna go inside the start function and say that XP to next level is the XP curve that evaluate that current level. Alright, and we're gonna go level slider that max value, it's gonna be equals to XP curve, no, to experience to next level. So, and lastly, we'll need to print this to the screen, so we are gonna go and make a function to do that. We're gonna say private void update slider, and inside of here we are gonna say if our level slider that value is not equal to our current XP, then we wanna smoothly go and increase the slider's value. So level slider that value equals mathf that lerp, and we're gonna lerp the level slider that value to the current XP, and we're gonna say we're gonna interpolate these by 1 divided by slider effect duration. So as we increase this value gets smaller, so basically it will interpolate smoother. I'm gonna say now if the mathf dot round, if mathf dot round, and we're gonna round the value of level slider that value to be current level, to current XP. We're gonna say level slider that value equals to current XP. Great. So after we've done this, we just need to call this function inside an update function. So update. Let's call this function, and just for testing purposes we are gonna say if input that get key down, and we're gonna say keycode dot space, so if we press the space key, we wanna simply add XP, and let's do 100 for now. And before we go and test it, we're gonna say leveling slider that max value is equal to XP to next level. After that, we're gonna head into Unity and select our slider. After selecting our slider, I'm gonna say current level is 1, and we're gonna go to this leveling slider and let's make it bigger for now, something like 470. That's about right. So after we do that, we're gonna go slider effect duration, and let's put this at, for example, something like 5 for now. And before we press play, we're gonna set the slider effect duration to 5 and go to the leveling slider and tick off interactable. So After we've done this, when I press play and hit the space key, you'll see that I'm getting XP. Right now, I got so much XP that I got instantly to level 4. And if I keep on pressing space, I am at level 12. And when I press space again, as you can see, it transitions smoothly. And if you increase the leveling effect duration, the slider effect duration, to something like 50, and now when I press space, it moves much smoother than before. But be careful with this value, because as you can see, it gets slower to reach level, to reach 0 again. And that's it. We now have a fully functional leveling system with XP gain, automatic level ups, and a smooth UI slider. You can expand this by adding XP rewards from enemies or quests. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching.